the Show and Tell Show. Today we are celebrating summer style with today's co-host, personal stylist, Rayne Parvis. Welcome back, Rayne.
Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
Well, I'm so excited that you are back because our viewers, we loved your tips on updating your wardrobe, right?
Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy.
It was so much fun. And so we are going to talk later on today about beach trends for any age.
Any age, any body type.
Yep, it's going to be great.
Yes.
But since you're going to be with us the entire episode, I think our viewers would like to know a little bit about you. So we know personal stylist by day.
Yes.
What else happens in your life?
Well, let's see. I'm kind of a new wife, so I'm really getting used to being married. I love it. It's awesome.
You're newlywed.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes, within 2 years. And then we have a little baby dog, Frida. She's 4. Aww. She's 4, and she's also 4 pounds, and I just love her to death.
And we have a picture of that.
Yes, she's so cute.
Of her, rather than that. Okay.
So I take her to the dog park, I take her walking. I mean, I pretty much have a pretty simple lifestyle. One thing that I'm super addicted to, which I'm sure you won't be surprised about, is I love to make stuff over. So literally when I'm driving the streets, I'm looking for trash to like pick up. No, like nightstands and dressers, and I'll take them. Yeah,
you're gonna like flip it, kind of
I'll
thing.
flip it. I'll refurbish it. I'm just obsessed with it, and then I take it to Mom's house, and we just do it together. So that keeps me really busy.
You do it with your mom.
Yes, I love it.
Aren't you good? Oh, that's
I
so
know.
Nice. Well, we're so excited to have you here. And you're a very busy lady, and the clock is ticking. So why don't we get our show started?
All right, let's go. But first things first, we want to hear from our viewers. So ladies, since summer is a time when many of us head to the beach, please write to us and tell us, what is your biggest beach pet peeve? We'll read some responses at the very end of the episode.
And okay, so now let's go ahead and meet our pet mascot of the day, which we do to remind our viewers of the importance of adoption as well as spaying and neutering. And today's organization is Operation Blankets of Love. Let's go meet.
It. My doctor.
Thank you for being here. So this is Eileen Smallson from Operation Blankets of Love. And who do you have with you?
We have Ginger, and Ginger is our mascot for Operation Blankets of Love and for the Show and Tell show today.
Oh my God, we love it. Tell us about Operations Blanket of Love, please.
Well, it all started when I found out there was no budget for any comfort items in the shelters, and I saw puppies shivering. So I collected some blankets and towels. And then before I knew it, we collected 300. And after that, they said, can you help the next shelter? And and within a month, we had 3,000 blankets and towels, and we helped 12 Los Angeles shelters. And it was really, really terrific because studies show that when an animal is on a cement floor, which they are in all the shelters,
yes, you see that
they're miserable and they're lonely. But as soon as you put a soft bedding down, they're more adoptable. So every time you donate a blanket, you're helping to save a life in the shelter.
And they're so much more comfortable and adoptable then, right? When they have the blankets. Such a great idea. And this is your first organization, your first pet, right? Ginger was your first pet?
That's right. How did you guess? She's
I don't know. I'm omniscient.
I know. She did. She's my inspiration, and she was found on a desert highway at 4 months with her sibling, and now she's 13, and because of her, we help 1,000 homeless animals every month at shelters, rescue groups, even Pets of the Homeless, and also the people that are low income and they can't afford to pay for their animals. So we donate everything.
Eileen, I'm so glad that you could be with us today. Thank you so much. You're going to stick around the entire episode,
Fantastic, right, Jen?
Yay!
Okay, so when we come back, we'll sit down with Dr. Yvonne Bohn for a woman's health update. We'll be right back.
Did you know a senior you know was once as vibrant and healthy as you are now, and they've experienced decades of life's adventures, learning valuable lessons along the way. But over time, seniors lose people in their lives to share their stories with. You can help and be helped by asking a senior to share their favorite memories with you and then tell them yours. You may discover a friendship that adds value and enrichment to both of your lives. Pay it forward. Remember, someday you'll be a senior too. hot button topic for many women. We know there are lots of pros and cons and conflicting opinions, but for women of all ages finding it challenging to conceive, we wanted to share some new information that could potentially help women get pregnant faster.
Dr. Yvonne Bohn is an OB/GYN who's also a very busy lady. And we are so happy that you're with us today, especially me, because I'm trying to get pregnant.
Well, I'm so excited to be here and some new information to share. And I'm always excited when something comes out new in women's health, or obviously something will help people with infertility, because it really is a struggle. It's very emotional.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking. So there's some, not new, but the information is being used for more people.
Yeah.
So it helps women get pregnant faster.
Well, tell us about it.
So there's something called pre-implantation genetic diagnosis. And so when a couple is doing in vitro fertilization, we take the egg from the mom, the sperm from the dad, they are fertilized, and then they let the embryo grow. And after, depending on which technique is used, either day 3 or day 5 of the embryo, they take one cell from the embryo, and they're able to tell if the embryo carries a specific genetic disease. So previously, it was for couples that, like, say, for example, had cystic fibrosis, or were carriers of a disease, and so they had a 1 in 4 chance of having a baby with the disease. You can make sure that you give the embryo without the disease and implant it into the mother.
Wow.
But what's great is that now they're doing something called pre-implantation genetic screening. And so for women who are older, which is over the age of 35, for couples who've had recurrent pregnancy losses, or for women who have had failed IVF attempts, they believe that it's because the embryos are genetically abnormal. And now they can screen the embryos before they put them in. And that way you have a less likely chance of losing the pregnancy. So it increases the success rate of IVF from approximately 40% to about 80%.
So is this suitable for all women, or?
No, it really isn't for all women. Like I said, they should have one of those specific high-risk categories. Because
which are they again? Can you just repeat what
so one is if you know that there's a genetic disorder that you're a carrier of, if you've had multiple miscarriages, if you've had failed in vitro attempts, those would be the main reasons for doing it. Because when we biopsy the embryo, we can hurt the embryo in the process. So you don't want to do it if you don't necessarily have to do it. And also it is rather expensive. It does add anywhere from $4,000 to $9,000 to the cost of a cycle of IVF.
Wow. Well, aside from this,
That's like a $45,000. Yikes.
Yeah, it gets
I better start saving. No, just kidding.
it gets quite pricey. Yeah.
Well, aside from this particular screening, what else is out there to help women with fertility issues?
Well, I think it's really important, especially for someone like you who now is recently married and ready to move to that next, part of her life, is to really assess where you are in your fertility. So unfortunately for women, it is real. We do start to lose our fertility as early as age 35. Okay. So let's say you're 33 and I'm going to wait a few years. You want to make sure that you really do have those few years to wait, or if you're 40, do you really need to get on it so that you have a chance to have a baby? So there's 3 simple things that just a regular OB/GYN can do to check your fertility. There's a blood test that we do on the 3rd day of the menstrual cycle called the day 3 FSH and estradiol. And those numbers can give me a guideline into, do you have time? Are you borderline? Or have you already missed your opportunity? We use that in conjunction with a test called the anti-Müllerian hormone. That's a blood test that can be drawn any day of the week, any time in your cycle. Again, it tells us how likely are you to respond to IVF if I had to stimulate your ovaries. And then the last thing you can do is something that's done with an ultrasound. It's called an antral follicle count. That's where we actually look at your ovaries and count how many eggs you have left. And
so now this is good for everybody just starting to try to have kids? Or?
I think it depends. Like if you're 24, probably not going to have an issue with ovarian reserve.
I was 36. I was 36 when I got pregnant for the first time, so that's probably
so we're talking about women, probably the women who are between 30 and 35, and they're trying to make a decision like, can we go spend 5 years and go vacationing and wait to have babies? Should I consider freezing my eggs? So it really is to be just in control of your fertility and know like there is a time limit.
Yeah.
And it's very simple. Like you don't have to go to an in vitro specialist to do this or an IVF specialist. You can do it with your gynecologist.
Dr. Yvonne Bohn, this is great information. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Yes, it's so nice to have you. So you can learn more about Dr. Bohn at laobgys.com, and we're going to be right back. And you're going to see me soon, and my vagina.
Summer entertaining offers so many fun possibilities.
With longer days and warmer nights, creativity takes center stage with both indoor and outdoor parties.
Rayne and I visited one of LA's most celebrated party planners for tips to making our get-togethers both memorable and magical.
Marley Majcher is the CEO of the full-service event planning and catering company called The Party Goddess. From understated elegance to rockstar fabulous, Marley is known for creating the most talked-about parties of the year, including celebrations for celebrities like Britney Spears, Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin, Jenna Elfman, and Snoop Dogg, just to name a few. Let's go see what our outdoor party tips are today. Come on in. Marley!
Hello, how are you?
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Love this color.
Thank you. It's kind of our theme today, right?
Yes.
Here we go.
We're the peachy queens.
Exactly. Nice and bright for the summer.
So it looks like we're starting off with my favorite part of any party, the beverages, the cocktails. So what do you have for us today?
Well, there's so many things for a party that people forget with beverages, and let's face it, it's probably one of the most important things because if it's really hot out, what you absolutely have to have enough ice. You absolutely want to make sure that you have plenty of glasses because then what happens is your staff is washing glasses or you run out of disposables. It's just like a whole nightmare.
Right.
And even if you don't have a staff, if you're not hiring a party planner and you're completely doing
Then
it
you're doing
yourself,
it.
then you're doing it, which is even worse. So there are a bunch of things we wanted to cover. Just some quick tips. First of all, make sure that you separate what we call your dirty ice from your clean ice. That's super important. So many times people will put the wine bottle in the ice and the drinks and stuff and then serve out of it. Well, who knows what's on this like wine bottle that was sitting at the store, right? So keep that really separate. So you've got your whole separate container. The next thing is when you want to chill down beverages, a lot of people don't realize this, you don't need the whole thing full of ice. So what you want to do is you want to add like half water, half ice. Now obviously if it's 1,000 degrees out, you might add a little bit less water because it will melt, but it really brings the temperature down quickly of your bottle.
And it's easier to get stuff in there.
And it's easier to get stuff in there instead of being like, ha, and then you've just broken your whole bottle and glasses and everything. Now, another tip that we do is you take a wet paper towel, you take a paper towel and you wet it, and you wrap it around whatever, if you forget to put something in the fridge, you wrap it around really like this, pop it in the freezer, it'll chill down faster. So that's in case you forget, if you're like, oh my gosh, we forgot to chill whatever, and people are coming in 15 minutes, that's a really good tip.
Very
now,
cool.
the next thing is not to forget that there's so many things you can do with glasses, okay? The thing I love about all-purpose glasses is, first of all, you can buy them. They're not always horribly expensive. You can get them at Target, you can get them online. And I love it because you could serve, if you wanted to, wine out of these, right? You could absolutely even serve your dessert out of these, right? With like sorbet.
Berries on top, granola.
The whole deal. So kind of the tip is be creative with your glasses and always have things that do double duty. The next thing is ice cubes. Love these, love these, love these. And
These are so neat.
Right? And it's so great because you can get different shaped ice cubes, like the containers everywhere, the ice tray. So what we did is we have the round ones right here. We have little square ones. We have big square ones. And so what we want to encourage you to do is ice is basically free, right? So
free decorations. We like
free everything, and we like free double duty. So what we did here was we froze the blueberries. We just took the blueberries, dumped them in the ice tray with the water, froze the blueberries, and then it's great. The other thing to do is, let's say that you're having like, I don't know, a vodka cranberry. How great to actually freeze the cranberry juice or freeze berries or cranberries or whatever, and then guess what? It doesn't dilute the drink.
Right.
That's kind of the
No
key
watered
thing.
down drinks are
No
awesome.
watered down drinks are awesome. And think of how simple this is,
Yes.
right? It's ice cubes with trays you can use a million times. You can even have frozen your blueberry, like buy a bag of frozen blueberries at the market. So easy. And then look at just the display of this acts like decor.
Right.
And that really helps because it does bring down the cost of doing your event. And then
Absolutely
this would
fabulous.
be my beverage glass. Forget about that one. So cheers.
should be mine.
Right, here we go.
Did you know children who are read to on a regular basis have a higher success rate at school? Reading to kids provides countless benefits, including improved communications and cognitive skills, a better understanding of the world around them, and, best of all, a stronger relationship with you. You can help by sitting down with a baby, a preschooler, or a young reader and reading books at their level. Then, talk about how the story relates to him or her or your life together. At summertime, the beach calls to us on holidays, vacations, and even summer Fridays. So whether you are 26 or 96, big or small, short or tall, if you haven't already, it's time to stock up on this year's summer beach trends for any age and body type. And who better to guide us to the light than our co-host with her finger on the pulse of fashion, personal stylist and author, Rayne Parvis. Hello, hello.
Hi, I'm back.
You're back. You're right here. What are you going to show us today? Looks very fun.
Okay, so I'm going to show you 3 ways to pull off hottest summer 2016 trends.
Okay.
First one, I'm totally obsessed with. This is the beachbrella. It's a great way. So with everybody doing social media now, and some women, some families, they can't really afford to go away on vacation. So what you want to do is invest in a beachbrella, towels, pillows, pack it up into the beach, or even do it for a picnic. And it's just a great way to kind of make your own resort, and people just go nuts for it. And a bonus is, if you take this to the beach, your kid won't be able to miss you.
Because of the beautiful pattern.
Yes,
so
yes.
It's different from what people have seen in the past because it's so decorative.
It's all about vibrant prints for
Yes.
2016,
Yes.
honey, and this is vibrant.
Yes, it is. With a fringe, it's so fun.
I know, I love it.
Yes.
Okay, come on over to my table over here. Now this is all about floral prints, which is another hot trend. And here's the trick to pulling it off at any body shape and age. You really want to shop for bathing suits that are swim separates. Now this is from Sunsets, and it's bra size. So if you're over the age of 30, or if you have bigger boobies than a C, you're going to want to invest in a bra size swimwear. And
Because why? Because of the support? Because
the
of the
support.
look?
It's awesome. So 75% of women are actually wearing the wrong size bra. So I can only imagine the percentage of women that's like, you don't want to just go into a store and get like a medium or large.
It's hard to know.
Yeah, I mean,
it's hard to
we're
know.
all different. I mean, we're probably a medium, but different mediums in a different place.
Right, exactly.
And this is a bottom. This is awesome too because, you know, if you've had kids or like to drink beer or whatever.
Or both.
It's just a great higher way to cover up. Yes. If you're in your 70s, 60s and above, we actually have, or just want to get more coverage, tankini.
Or also have been drinking too much beer or had kids.
Or burritos, or hot dogs, hamburgers. I mean, you name it.
So many options.
I know, and what I love about tankinis is so much easier to go to the bathroom in.
You know, that's so true.
Oh my God, have you ever tried, obviously one pieces, you're like sitting
so
there
hard.
for like 5 minutes.
Right.
So annoying. Okay, so bra size swimwear, swim separate, so you just don't wanna get like a small, medium, or large. You really wanna get a more tailored fit. So Sunset, Swim Systems, Becca, there's lots of brands out there. You just wanna Google it and get your hands on them.
Okay.
Next trend,
I like the
love
bright
this
colors,
one.
bright colors too, right?
Bright florals, bright colors.
Yes.
It's all about vibrant prints for 2016.
Love it.
Here we have another one. This is an Aztec print, and kind of like back in the day, cover-ups were kind of like old-fashioned.
Yes.
But honey, we have revamped the
Look how
cover-up.
fun.
This is a kimono. This is by Lavish, and this is, you know, an old cotton dress that I have, and it just kind of pops up everything, makes it new. Pair it with the hat, but this is just a great way if you don't want to stay in the sun, or you don't want to be sporting around in a barbecue in your, you know, bathing suit. it's on trend, it's fresh, and it's new, and you're still covered.
And I love that you can wear it with just, regular clothes too. I mean, it's very
So
fashionable.
you can wear jeans and a tank top. I mean, it's super cute.
Well, it could substitute for like a sweater, something. It's like nice little something on top if you don't want to wear something too close fitting. It's just a nice addition.
And again, I mean, 70s, 80s. I mean, any size you are, they have them, and they're just so fun. I love them.
Very cool. They're beautiful.
I know.
Oh, well, thank you so much,
You're
Rayne. These are
welcome.
beautiful. And I'm not I love to go out onto the beach, but I like to be in the shade. I like to cover up. So these are perfect tips for someone like
Umbrella,
me.
tankini, and cover-up kimono, and you're good to go.
This is my answer to a perfect summer.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes. Vibrant Prince 2016.
And we'll be right back.
Okay. On the beach, on a yacht, or just going to Starbucks, no matter where they are, celebrity skin always looks flawless, even in hot summer temperatures.
Celebrity style expert Kevin Barry is here for our Kevin Barry Minute, if only a minute were enough, to fill us in on celebrity beauty secrets. Kevin, come and join us.
Hey, Kevin.
Hi, Caroline. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you. Rayne, it's a pleasure to see you again.
I want a kiss too, sorry.
I want a tankini. Get one of me, size 22.
They have them in your size.
Yeah, all right. I like that. I like that positive attitude. There's hope. There's hope.
What is going on with celebrity summer beauty secrets?
Well, you both said it beautifully. You want to look great. We look up to celebrities, and I thought, who is someone who's really been tested by fire?
Yeah.
Charlize Theron.
Love her.
Love her. After filming Mad Max, I think she knows a thing or two about looking good in a desert situation, and with one arm. So there you go. Surprise! Welcome to the Theater Metroplex. So she was recently interviewed by Interview Magazine, not Indie World, by Allure, the beauty authority, and I think they know one or two things about beauty. And she gave her favorite products. So I'm going to show some of the ones that are worldwide available for you to do. The first one, which was really, I couldn't believe it's a standard Alberto VO5, the oil.
And that's been around
Forever. And she,
I miss those commercials.
Yeah, you remember exactly. And she has legendary locks,
Yes.
but she's using it in a new way. She's using it as a hair dressing. She's leaving it in. When she goes to the beach, she said it protects her hair. It works away from the salt and the chlorine. So it's an interesting way to do it. And she also uses it like on her elbows and her knees, like the sand and swimming. So it's a multi-purpose product, and she swears by it.
Cool.
She
What's
really,
next?
really is. Well, next up, let's have a look. Roll that pic. There it is. People know Kiehl's Silk Broom, the creme de corps. But this is a new product that has taken off like wildfire, the tea tree oil. A lot of times it's kind of a catch-22. Your hair is dry, but your scalp is oily. That's
so true.
so this kind of fills it in. So you've got the oil on the ends, but you don't want it on your skin. So doing some research and looking around once again, she told Allure this was her favorite summer shampoo. Loved it.
Very
Great.
cool.
So when you're out in the desert or at the beach, your eyes get irritated. She loves, I hope I'm saying it name, Rateau Arctic. They're very cooling. That's the thing. They're very cooling, and it makes your eyes pop. They really do.
Leave it to her to find something like this.
Yeah, exactly. To make the most of those eyes to compete with that Dior watch. So you gotta have that. But even though you're a European brand, they're available throughout America, and all of these things are available at Dwayne Reed. Sounds like I'm wisping, doesn't it? Dwayne Reed, CVS. It's available to everyone. It's not, just super, super expensive. So it's easy to find.
Nice.
Last but not least, everyone forever Cetaphil. Cetaphil. Yeah, it's great. It's neutral, it's bland, it has no smell.
Yes.
No one really ever has a problem with it. If you do get sun, you've been out at the beach, that's the perfect thing to wash your face with. And if you're traveling, you know how the water changes? You're like, oh, the water's different when I went here and here. I mean, it's just the way it is. So, plus, there's another new tip. You can put it on before your face mask. So if the face masks are too dry, a little buffer, the Cetaphil will work with it, and then you can rinse it off easily. That's so wonderful. I tried it. It was great.
Kevin, did you do it in a minute? I think you did it in a minute.
I think we did it in a minute. You challenged me and you brought it.
I always like to
Let's do
challenge
it.
you.
Exactly.
Kevin, how can people get in touch with you?
It's just contact me at kjberry.com. No, sorry, that's coming. Mixed up. kjberry@hotmail.com, and I will be happy to return your questions. I look forward to them.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Caroline. It was a pleasure.
All right.
So
Bye,
wonderful.
Kevin. Love
Good.
you.
Yeah,
All right,
love
we'll
you
see you
too.
later.
Thank you so much.
Maureen, it's about time to say goodbye. Can you believe it?
No, it went by so fast.
That was so fun. Well, before we go, we want to read the answers to our viewer question.
Oh, beach pet peeves.
Yes, what was your biggest beach pet peeve?
Okay, Sarah Warrenton from Riverside, California writes, the guy who plays his radio for everyone on the beach to hear. Usually seated on the next blanket over for me.
gosh,
Totally,
yes.
Sarah.
Yeah, me too. That guy's always next to me too. It must be
Yes,
the same guy.
yes.
Yeah. And Mara Nunez from Chicago says, just about the time we get the kids in the sunscreen and we're relaxing on beach chairs, we realize we've left the cooler back in the car. Yeah, that is a big pet peeve.
Mine's back here. Sorry,
Yeah.
I had to put that out there.
Well, Rayne, that was so much fun.
Oh my God, so much fun.
Will you
Thank
come
you.
back again sometime?
Yes, of course.
Okay, good. Well, let's go say goodbye to our pet mascot. Oh, Eileen, did you want to
How
say
are
one
ya?
more thing? You and Ginger, did you guys want to say one more
Yeah,
thing?
one more thing.
Yeah.
Ginger wanted me to let you know
Yes.
that we are a nonprofit,
Yeah.
and we are an animal welfare
Yeah.
emergency relief organization,
Yeah.
and that we need used and new blankets and towels and toys for the shelters and anywhere in the country. If you're listening,
Yeah.
you can donate it to your local shelter. And here, you can go to any one of our 75 drop-off bins and just look us up on operationblanketsoflove.org. And each blanket will help save a life.
That's great. Just like Ginger.
Just like
Yes, yay!
Well, thanks so much. Thanks for being here, you guys.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you next time.
Bye.